Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Collector Corps. We've got another Fan First Wednesday, this time for the Star Wars team. I have never seen a Star Wars Fan First, so this is going to be interesting. But yeah, we've got, I think, isn't there supposed to be some like prequel stuff to reveal? I believe it's also an anniversary year next year, so we might be seeing some reveals from that, though I kind of doubt it, purely on the basis that, what was it now? Yeah, we've got, PulseCon, is that what it's called? Which is coming up, and that's going to have Star Wars stuff, so if I was to guess, we're probably going to see some retro stuff, some retro waves. We have already seen the release of the Rogue One X-Wing for the 3 3/4 range, so if I'm going to guess, we're probably going to see more information about that, because that was a few days ago, I'm pretty sure, or might have been yesterday, actually. Before this, anyway, that was revealed already. Otherwise, I'm not really sure what they could be revealing, other than, I hope not, but they might be revealing the Rancor, though I'd hope that they wouldn't reveal the Rancor so soon after Transformers have revealed their HasLab project. But knowing Hasbro, like, you know, the Transformers HasLab project was announced, like, 3 days before Galactus ended. It wouldn't surprise me if they just completely undercut the Transformers stuff with Star Wars, because Star Wars is so much more popular, let's be honest. But in their case, I'm interested to see. Like I say, I've never, to my knowledge, and not that I can remember at least, seen a fanfest for Star Wars. So this is gonna be a different experience for me personally, and yeah, I'm hoping for the best. I'd like to see some more Gungans. I'll be quite honest, that'd be cool. I'm looking forward to more vehicles that aren't. Oh no, vehicles that aren't necessarily Rebel stuff, because we've seen a few of those. I want a few more.
Hello,
you know, Imperial
and
stuff.
Welcome, Star Wars fans and all lovers of all things Star Wars. We are excited to be here with you guys again today. It's been a
This
little
is
while
such
since we've
a
done one of these
different
live streams.
view
There's been
compared
a
to
lot
the
of
other teams.
Great stuff going on this summer, which we'll chat about. But we are excited to talk some Star Wars, to share some stuff here again today. My name's Patrick, obviously, from our marketing team. We've
Obviously.
got a couple other folks here as well.
Hi, I'm Jing. I'm a brand manager here at Hasbro.
And
I like
I'm Chris
the
Reif.
oh, I like his Stormtrooper
on
helmet.
design here at Hasbro.
Very
Wonderful.
cool.
So we're excited for this live
They all
stream.
have helmets
This
in
is
the background.
kind of
That's
generally in that
dedication.
Convention season back when we had conventions, you know, July, August, kind of celebrating that general timing. But as mentioned, you know, it has been a lot going on since our last live stream. I think our last one was I Am Your Father's Day in June. So it's been a while for live streams.
It actually
lot
was a
going
long time
on.
ago. Jeez.
We had our second fan
That was
site
way before I
celebration of the
actually
year
did
in
these.
June. We revealed our vintage Bad Batch pack, our Black Series Bad Batch items, our Black Series Power of the Force expression. So a lot of excitement there. And a bit to share about that vintage Bad Batch.
I'd love to see some
item.
Clone
We shared
Wars,
this on
some more Clone. I know we have a lot of Clone Wars stuff,
but there
but
are additional quantities
you know,
that
I'll always
will
take
be
more.
available for that item when it's on shelf in early 2022. So that was exciting. You know, Star Wars Entertainment, the Bad Batch Season 1 concluded with that epic finale. So exciting to watch that. We had our convention exclusive reveals in early July. We had our 2D Clone Wars and Black Series Mando Carbonized in late July. So, you know,
if they announce more Carbonized, I will be.
and we're excited
I'll be upset.
Today. So we're gonna dive
You need
into
to
the
stop
show, get right
announcing
into
more
the news. We're gonna
Carbonized.
start with reveals, starting with our newest expression, Prototype Edition.
That's right.
Oh,
and
no.
We did our first one of these
Oh,
figures back
no.
in 2019 with Darth Vader, and followed up on May the 4th this year.
Oh,
with the
okay.
reveal of our
Actually, you know
next
what?
entry
This
in the
is a
series,
lot better
the
than I
Boba
thought
Fett
it was going to
figure,
be.
which is very
It's the
cool,
mixed
but
color ones. That's fine.
I think
Yeah,
we've
that's
talked
cool.
about this before. How during our process of making a new figure, we look at samples of the figures in solid and unpainted colors, just to look at sculptural details, check fit and function of the different parts.
It's definitely a
And
cool
some of these
concept.
figures, we get in this way, come in these bright, fun colors, just like these. So this is a fun way to share a bit of our process with fans.
That's cool.
And
I like
for our
it.
next reveal of the day is our next entry into this program, and maybe being molded in a different color will help them shoot a little straighter. That's right, it's the Prototype Edition Stormtrooper.
Oh my! I need them
So
all.
he comes molded
I
in
need
the bright,
500 of
bold
them. I need an
colors
army.
that you've seen in the other releases. He'll come in 6 different color
And the blasters are different colours
variations,
as
with the
well.
purples, blue, red, orange, yellow, green colors all mixed together. But
Oh,
with
that's
this figure
awesome.
for the first time, we're throwing in the the colored blasters as well. So the blasters in each one of these figures will be a
I
different
love
color
my
as well,
retro.
which is a nice
Is
fun
it
little
retro
color
vintage?
pop
Sorry,
and
I
something
love
new
my
for these
vintage
things.
Stormtrooper. It's
So
the driver for
packaging
my
continues that fun
my
saturated colors of the
retro
line, kind of
series,
that
the retro
pop style art.
collection.
And
Marauder. I can't
these
remember the
will be
actual name for
available at
that
Target
toy,
in the
but
US,
it's the
Toys R Us in
Marauder from
Canada,
Rebels.
Fan Channel exclusive in the UK, and available for pre-order tomorrow at 1
Fan channel.
Eastern,
Okay, that's
and
fine.
on shelf later this fall.
Well, I'm looking forward to that.
Cool. Those look so awesome. I love them.
I'm
But
going to
for
build an
now,
army.
let's move on to the Black Series. We have one reveal now, but we have more later, I promise. Our first reveal is our next item in the Gaming Greats line.
Oh,
We started this program last year and
are we
it's
going to
continued
see?
into this year with
I
some
don't even
great
know what we'll be
items,
seeing.
including a new version of Cal Kestis, the Flame Trooper, and Night Brother Warrior from Jedi
The Night Brother
Order.
looked really cool.
And our most recent reveal was Zalbar from Knights of the Old Republic. Our next item in this line is from Battlefront 2.
Oh.
It's the Jet Trooper.
Oh.
Using that new clone trooper body that we love,
I mean, it's a good one.
we were able
It's
to
good
modify
reuse,
the
but
torso, including a slide to include a jetpack on this figure. It's not a permanent change to this character. Not all future clone troopers will have this slide, but a temporary option that we use for this Gaming Greats figure.
why are they calling it a slide? It's
and
a
since
peg
this is a
hole.
gaming character, we took close
Am
looks at
I wrong
screenshots
there?
taken
That's just a
directly
peg
from the
hole.
game, of course, to influence the design, and we're so happy with how it turned out. One thing we've
The
done
fact it just
is to
comes with the
maintain the consistency
E11
of the blue
pistol,
for the
blaster
501st
pistol.
across the entire line.
I'd
so
rather it
that
come with the
blue is
rifle, but I know.
it's consistent across all of the 501st, which
I
we
don't know.
think that looks
I
great.
don't know. I like
It's a great new troop
Battlefront
for the
2
line,
a
number
lot.
6 in our Gaming Greats collection. In that
Why is it not
beautiful
marked with
Black
Gaming
Series
Greats
line
in the
look.
packaging?
Available at GameStop in the US, EB Games in Canada, fan exclusive in UK, available for pre-order
Yay,
starting
fan
tomorrow
channel.
at 1 p.m.
The thing
Eastern
is,
time
fan
and
channel
on
to
shelf
me, I know there's
spring
other
of
sites, but I just
2022.
hear fan channel. I'm
So
like,
it's
okay,
really
I'm going to
cool
get that on
seeing the
Zavvi
Gaming
then.
Greats in the new line look. Obviously, Greats was one of that
Gaming
first
Gates.
collections within the
My
collection,
favorite thing,
so
Gaming
really cool
Gates.
kind of seeing that in the new line look.
Yeah, I think it's great. It looks
Love that.
amazing.
Alrighty, let's shift gears now and talk about the Mandalorian, a little show you all
Oh,
may
hell
have
yeah.
heard of. Obviously, it's been
Little
woven
known show,
throughout
really
our line
niche.
and will continue to be woven through. We've got a few reveals here today, and we're going to start with our vintage carbonized collection.
No.
We launched that
I said no
expression
more
last year with a
carbonized.
variety of
Can't do this. You can't do this to
characters,
me.
including the Mandalorian himself, which you're seeing on screen. And it was really great
Actually,
to see
you know
these
what?
dynamic characters that we love from the
looks pretty
television
cool.
show in this distinctive styling and see that premium finish applied to
I am
the
a
iconic
vintage collection
artifact. Just really kind of seeing it
buyer.
woven throughout
That's
the body
my.
and the
I don't get the
packaging.
6-inch that often.
So
Black
we've
Series,
got
I love,
4 more items
but I
in
don't
this
get many of
expression
them.
to
I
share
mostly just
today,
get
starting with
Stormtroopers
our
in that
first
scale, and
reveal.
everything else I
It's
try
a
and. Well, actually,
Mandalorian, but
I
of
only get
course, you're seeing
Stormtroopers
here,
anyway
we've
because I only
already
get
done
Imperial
the
stuff. But
Mandalorian. So this next one is the Armorer.
oh, nice one.
Looking great there
That
on
actually
the
looks
screen.
kind of better
Now,
than the original
obviously,
figure in a
the
weird way.
original figure, the mainline figure, the helmet and chest were already carbonized. So in this expression, we carbonized the rest of her costume, her armor, cape, etc. Brought that distinctive styling to the whole figure. She really does stand out as a figure.
What
with
do you mean
lots
the
of cool
helmet and chest
carbonized
plate was already
colors. She really stands out in
carbonized?
this line. And with her deep colors, it really sets kind of a cool metallic palette for this expression.
I quite like that. I
In
think
terms
that
of
works pretty
packaging,
well.
always important with the vintage collection. This does continue the standard that was set with our vintage carbonized collection last year. So you'll see that consistency within the collection. The color taken from the deco is printed
Very
on silver foil to create
bronze.
that metallic effect, which is really nice. And obviously, the pill and bubble color tie nicely to the carbonized figure itself for a very cohesive look. So we are excited to see the Armorer come to our vintage carbonized collection.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat.
Now, our next entry, coming up next, is one that we haven't done in carbonized in any scale, but the pops of red, as a little hint, make it look really great
what?
carbonized. It's the vintage carbonized Incinerator
Ooh.
Trooper. So you're seeing it on the screen there. We think it looks great.
I like it. Like
It has
more of a
obviously
cherry
that
red or
base
hot rod
white
red.
for the Incinerator Trooper, treated with a pearlescent white, which, if you're recognizing that word pearlescent, this was similar to our 2019 Black Series Jet Trooper, one of our first waves of carbonized in any expression, in any scale.
Okay, that
So it's got that
you know what?
pearlescent white,
I don't
and it
currently
really
have a
has
flame
cool
trooper.
gold,
This
red,
might be my
metallic
flame
outline
trooper
detail,
for
really
my
bringing that finish to the
for my
figure.
Imperial Army.
We see a great contrast here.
So
and
I
those
don't need
red
more than one.
metallics
I only
really stand
and I've
out
been
in a
kind of
bold
waiting
way.
on a
So
good
great,
one, but
great second entry to this new wave.
yeah, the
of
incinerator
carbonized
trooper,
figures.
very cool, very neat.
Yeah, very cool. And then up next for our third one, well, if you're going to have incinerator troopers, you need someone to command them. So Moff Gideon. So all the blacks on
Thing
his
is,
outfit
I have both
and the
the
interior,
not both.
the
I
red
have
cape,
the
lining, all that
retro
stuff, just
collection,
some beautiful
Moff
metallics
Gideon,
popping.
and
So
he's good enough
some
for me.
cool,
Though
moody
that
design
lightsaber or
looks
dark
going
saber,
on there.
should I say, it
Just
looks
a
very
really
cool.
nice plus up on this figure.
Hmm.
And then finally, for our fourth,
I don't
we've seen this
need a
one carbonized
carbonized
in
one.
Black Series already, but it looks so amazing we wanted to see it in vintage as well.
Death Trooper?
And that's right, it's the Shore Trooper for the last one here.
Oh, that looks
So the base
dirty
sandy color
by
of his
comparison
armor
to the Black
became kind of
Series.
a pearlescent gold. So very cool.
Actually, then again, the
there.
Black
But
Series also
still,
kind of looks
this
like
is a
that.
super highly decoed figure. So we've got all that
I
on
have
here, all
the
in the
original
carbonized
3
treatment
3/4
to really
Black
maintain
Series.
the look of this figure. So definitely a unique
Shore
look
Trooper.
here.
It's one of my favorite
This
3
is
3/4 figures I have.
the
It's
first
one of
time we're
the
seeing a
it's the
Shore
only
Trooper
Black
on a
Series.
Mandalorian card
It's one
back,
of
which is
two because I
fun.
have
So
a
great
Black
new film out
Series
from
3
season
3/4
2,
C3PO
episode
as well.
7.
Oh,
And then,
I am tempted.
all of these vintage
Just because
carbonized
it does
figures
look
are
different
available
enough.
at
I was
Walmart in the
actually
US
very
and
tempted to
Canada,
get the 6-inch
and
version.
fan channel exclusive in the UK. And then as we
I'm gonna be on
sometimes do
Zappy
in
a
order
lot
to ensure a better
in the
pre-order
next
experience for you, these won't be
in the
available
next few
for
days.
pre-order tomorrow. They'll be pre-ordered on October 7th at 1 p.m. Eastern time, though.
Very cool. It's a
Okay,
cool
well,
point about kind of the
Zavi,
card back appearing
I'm
here
gonna be
first. You know,
blocking
we
your
see that
servers a little bit
occasionally in the
on
line where some of these different expressions
on a few
see
different
appear,
days by
so
looks of it.
it's cool to be able to see that film out for the first time.
Yeah, very fun.
I'm not sponsored by Zavi
Yeah,
or
these
anything.
are awesome,
I actually
but my
don't really
favorite
like
is
Zavi
still
that
the
much compared to a lot of
Incinerator
other sites.
Trooper.
I just
I
they're the
think that
most
one,
consistent when it
just
comes to
the
fan channel for
contrast,
the
exactly
UK.
what you said, Patrick. The contrast between that red and that pearlescent white, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
nice
think I might end up getting a few carbonized figures.
Bringing out those contrasts and setting the figures apart. So nice job
They
there.
do stand out pretty nicely.
All right, so that was vintage, but we're going to continue our Mandalorian beat with the Black Series.
Oh, back to Black Series. Here we go.
Carbonized last year, we also launched the Black Series credit collection. Again, a variety of characters, including the Mandalorian. Lots of things that we really liked about this expression. Star Wars has such a great heritage of
I don't really
coins
remember
on packaging,
anything
so
about
it's
this
fun to get
series.
the actual currency of the Star Wars universe, the Imperial credits, into these packs. We also have such a great heritage with the
Imperial
influence of
credits
concept
are a
imagery,
cool thing. It's like
and we love
it brings me back to when
images that we saw from the show.
the Green
So
Lantern
we
figures
loved
from the Green
working
Lantern
that
movie,
concept
they came
imagery
with the
into these
rings,
card backs,
the Green Lantern rings.
and
That was a
decorating the
really cool thing. And I
figures
think
to match
I think
those
Yellow
artwork.
Sinestro also came with
Yeah, I
with
remember at the
a
end of
Yellow
the-
Lantern ring and stuff. So
At the end of the first
there
episode
was a lot of cool
Mandalorian,
stuff with that,
realizing
and
that there were
it does
7
kind of
minutes
remind me of that
left
having
the
like
show, and kind of
the
those
credit
end
come with
credits
it, like
being
a
almost show in
real
and of
life
themselves
prop
was really
item.
cool.
Yeah, and they like always reflect obviously what happens in that show, but give it that new look and feel, which we loved obviously. So we're bringing it into our packs. Yeah. So we have 5 new reveals for this program today, and who better to start our reveals with than the Mandalorian?
I was about to say again,
I
but that
love
is
this one,
a
but
very
let's just take a
distinct
quick beat for
Mandalorian.
the credits themselves. We base these off of the Imperial credits that have tech design details on each one. They're all the same base silhouette for the sculpts, but the details on each of the credits are unique. And they also have different colors. So if you collect all 5 of them,
That's
you'll notice.
pretty
We
neat.
use the artwork
Pretty
from
cool.
the packaging and the learnings from previous credit collection to make sure that they fit really well on shelf and look cohesive from the waves from last year into this year.
I like
And
this
for
as
the
just a
figure, we got
different
new color
Mandalorian.
breaks on him. His visor has a new blue stripe, really helps to set him apart. And he comes with this really striking blue
Is it weird
cape,
that I actually think this
accurate
kind
to
of
the
looks
concept art, of
better
course.
in a
The
lot of
packaging
ways
continues the standard set with our first credit collection with the weathered
than the
effect
actual
on the card
Mandalorian?
to match the mood of the entertainment and set it apart from classic Kenner-inspired packaging. We also have this crackling effect, crackling texture added to the art to match the end credits artwork. and
That's
the
cool.
pill color is pulled directly from the art for a cohesive look to bring it all together. Our packaging team loves to do that, and I think
Yeah,
it looks
that's pretty neat.
amazing.
The thing is, the fact because
It
it's Black
showcases
Series, like I
great
don't buy
concept
anything in
art
Black
of the
Series really, other
Mandalorian
than
in his
like
action
very
shots and his
rarely I'll get
Beskar
like a
armor, and
stormtrooper or
we
a
specifically
some
chose
sort of
this
Imperial
image
character.
because it shows a lot of the clear
So I
details
mean, if they
for
show
the
that
Mandalorian.
we're getting a cool design for a
Available
flame
at
trooper or
Amazon
something,
in
I mean,
the
I'm
US,
like,
Canada,
I
and
might.
UK.
Ooh, Amazon in
Available
the
for
UK.
pre-order
Nice one.
starting tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time and on shelf spring of 2022.
And our second reveal here is the Mandalorian's first ally from the show in season 1. That's Queel.
Oh, we're getting
So
an alternate version of Queel. Okay,
great figure here.
Queel. I don't see
here,
clearance very
let's show
often
you.
here in the UK. Queel's been on clearance for the last like 7
Picking up
months.
some of those
I'm
fun,
not even
super
joking.
saturated
The
colors from
the Black
concept
Series
art.
Quill has been
I love
like
I
on
love the hand
every
movement. I
single
feel
clearance
like
shelf
the
at
Star Wars
Smith's.
fans around the world have
It's
gotten
insane.
to know our hands very well from the backdrops we provide. That's awesome.
Exactly. So, and with this guy,
I like the
similar to our
green.
approach on Carbonized,
I don't remember
and
that
previous
being
credit
part of the
collection
original design.
figures,
I like the green.
we
That's
don't want
cool.
to mess with the established skin tones of the figures. We feel that it would maybe make things a little weird in these. So we've left that the same, but we punched up the intensity of the colors of the rest of his outfit. You can see there, really saturated colors, and then pulled in that great yellow key light that's from the concept art and that shows up on the card back there. So you see that really beautiful
It looks
stuff.
alright.
So this guy is available.
I feel sorry for the people that like
US,
really
Canada,
don't
and
care about
UK.
Queel. They're gonna have to get it
tomorrow
because
at 1
because it
Eastern,
completes the
and on shelf
collection.
in spring of 2022.
Joining the Mandalorian and Quill in the credit collection, just like he joined them at the end of season 1, it's Grief Karga. He had a significant shift in his color palette in his outfit as well. He looks significantly different than the mainline version. Instead of all the brown tones in his outfit, he has a lot of
the only one I care about from this range is the Mando, and even then, not hugely sold on this.
His entire color palette in his outfit
Looks alright
changed,
though. I mean,
instead
like
of becoming just simply more saturated. We're also able to bring in some details.
I like the
for
posing.
lower
Once
half
again, though,
of his body,
Grief Karga
which
is a
was
character I
missing
could
in the
probably get
original
for
art.
like £7 or
Available
something
as a fan channel exclusive
from
in the
Smith's
US
right now.
and Canada. Available for pre-order starting tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time and on shelf spring of 2022.
It's cool seeing them all together. I'm realizing now that there's a lot of kind of blues in the end credit art.
I was gonna say that, but I wasn't sure if that was like a color theming that they were gonna bring up.
Season 1, so it's cool, kind of the collection within a collection within a collection, which is really neat. So in your credit collection displays, fans, so Mando and Queel and Grief Karga, they're obviously going to need someone to battle, and who better to battle, obviously, for the Mandalorian than Moff Gideon.
Oh, okay.
Seeing him here on the screen now.
I want troopers.
Chris did a great job of
I want troopers. I don't care about like.
So
I don't care about named characters. I want troopers.
But so we took a lot of the same learnings as the Death Trooper last year, if you remember that credit collection item. This art right here, I'm glad I left it in pack. This was part of that same piece of artwork. So we wanted the figure to look as though he also came from that same piece of artwork. Again, kind of the.
That's cool. There's consistency between the different waves.
So
that's something that you don't always see from the Star Wars stuff. So it's pretty cool.
We used on that Death Trooper that came previously, and so it forms a nice, consistent collection between these two figures. Again, we liked the concept art.
There's a lot of blues. Like there is a serious amount of blue.
Emotions of Moff Gideon, so we thought it was the best representation. It forms a great addition to our credit collection. So this item's available at Best Buy.
Why are they all exclusive to like random places?
Like, in the UK. It's available for pre-order tomorrow at Shop.
Zavi will be. I won't be paying Zavi for that one. I'll tell you that much.
To make it easy, and this one is also on shelf in the spring of 2022.
It's like I think Walmart's the only one that's more than one thing. Like, I think everywhere else is. I think it's a Target actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Yeah. And for our final reveal today in the credit collection, we started with a Mandalorian. We're going to end with a Mandalorian.
Oh no.
It's the armor.
Oh no, another...
In the artwork, she's seen holding a Mandalorian jetpack. We felt that it was important to include that jetpack with this figure. It's a unique offering and pack out for the credit collection version of this character. You know, first time a credit collection figure has different accessories than the mainline version. We also had significant color shift with this one as well, based on the season 1 concept art. we went more in that direction.
I like that
This is the
helmet.
hand that Patrick was talking about. We went more in the direction of magenta red. I want to just take a moment. She looks quite a bit
like the
different.
helmet.
Like if you notice some of
like
the
the helmet
details the
design.
team really pulled in. The design team did a great job with this one. Again, the piece of concept art shows a lot of clear details for this character and tells a good story with an interesting background environment. So we had to use that. Available at GameStop in the US, EB Games in Canada,
and Zavi in the UK. Other places are available. I literally, the only place that I have ever ordered from personally. Actually, no, that's a lie. I've ordered from Zavi and I've ordered from Entertainment Earth, which are both fan channel.
Collection. We have one
yeah,
more
when it comes to other ones, I'm not sure.
To the vintage collection.
I'm pretty sure Star Action Figures, who I've done videos on before.
So Mandalorian
I think they're a fan channel.
Awesome.
But like, I don't think they get everything in at the same pace because they order less.
In addition to focusing on
which is a shame, really.
From the show, we also made sure to represent some of the key moments that we saw throughout the show. So our next reveal is just such an item highlighting a key scene throughout that we saw from second episode of season 1.
Get it right
it's
eventually.
Build a pack to help build out the world. It's
I'm trying to think what even happens in the second episode.
Arvala 7. Biggest thing we have here is that brand new painting technique
just say it was
for this
season
one
2.
to achieve that.
This is not season 2. This
we
is.
worked with our factories to
this is when they
develop a
fight
new way of painting to get dimensional paint so that the figure looks
rhino.
caked in
I
mud.
forgot what it's called. I'm sorry. I literally can't remember.
Hard to see.
It's very muddy.
Is my hand
very
helping
muddy.
it? It's like caked in mud to get that.
It's actually like textured.
to get that neat. Look. Yeah.
They've actually textured it by looks of that.
This effect. It's not a new sculpt. It's actually dimensional paint. So we thought
that was texturing.
Really
nice
cool.
one.
It's a new technique and we're so excited about how it
texturing
looks.
is a very old technique in toy making.
You can see
a lot of older figure lines that used very similar parts for every figure would do texturing or 3D paint design or whatever to create different looks without having to create a new mold. It doesn't age well. Typically, the newest technology probably will.
It also comes with the Mudhorn egg. First time in Black Series, and you can actually open it.
Oh, neat! You can give that to your Jawas.
Mudhorn egg. And it also comes with a Grogu with a new head sculpt. I'm gonna have to use my hands because he's so tiny.
He's very small. Is that less articulated? I think he's less articulated than the one we already have.
See, because he's using the force to levitate the Mudhorn from
He has closed eyes. He cannot see.
It's also the first time we've done this team. This team's great in Black Series.
It's not the first time. No, it's not. That's not the first time. We've seen it before.
The child in the packaging, he's listed as Grogu, given that this item is coming out after we now know what his real name is.
Oh wow! Even though it's set before, that's actually pretty interesting.
Can be challenging given the packs contain so much, as you saw. But we work to find that balance, and we love the Mudhorn in the background, giving context for the scene. So we
where's our Mudhorn now,
so for this one,
guys?
I am
where's our Mudhorn
packaging because you can see the little Mudhorn peeking in. Or big Mudhorn.
When are we getting a Mudhorn like figure?
It's available. This item is available at Target in the US.
It wouldn't even be as big as like previous vehicles we've had for the Black Series. So like
item that we won't be pre-ordering tomorrow in order to ensure a better pre-order experience.
Toys R Us
on shelf early 2022, and we'll keep you updated if we have any more details to share.
2021, we're seeing Toys R Us as somewhere that has exclusives. It's insane. That's insane to me.
Throughout the fall, so definitely stay tuned.
Okay, let's turn back now to the vintage collection. More vintage collection stuff coming up.
Yay! It's my scale, so I shouldn't be as negative about it. But like,
the troopers. We know there are so many different types of troopers,
yes, please.
And all of them are iconic, really cool looking, and
indeed
really
they are.
And we know the importance of troop building to the vintage collection, since that's part of the larger world building mission of the expression. So we are excited.
And it's also far cheaper than Black Series army building and takes less space.
It is a troop building assortment. These are going to be packs of troopers where the focus is on delivering multiple figures. And we are revealing the first one today. Now, first one, if you're going to talk about troop building in Star Wars, there's only one place to start.
Stormtrooper.
the
Yes!
Imperial Stormtrooper.
3
So I'm showing one
stormtroopers
here, you're seeing
and a
4
commander?
there. So you're seeing
Red,
kind of the
red
vision
pauldron.
for
Is that
this
commander or is that
expression.
lieutenant?
The Imperial
Is Lieutenant
Stormtrooper is
Blue?
obviously
Oh, I
it's the
can't
king
remember
of
off the top of my
troop
head.
builders. It's where you have to start. Everyone needs an Imperial
Yes, I
army
need an
on
army.
their shelves with legions of troopers
I'll take
for
your
the
whole stock.
Empire. So one thing you're seeing us establish here, you saw that in that image, and I can show figures here, is that we've got each pack coming with 4 different troopers, 4 rifles, and 2 heavy rifles. And what we're establishing is that we're including 3 of these grunt troopers. And here you'll get the beauty shot of my hand.
But you can take the pauldron off of the
1 squad leader, obviously here posed out.
And can you
with a
take the
showing
pauldron
the
off?
rank. So for these troop builder packs, it's something we discussed. We talked about just 4 troopers, but we wanted to deliver the variety within the troops to build out your army. So it's
And then
really
you can
cool.
actually take off the pauldron
As
so you can just have
see here in
plain
the image,
troops.
The focus is all on the product. That's the point of troop building. Even though we know that packaging is iconic within the vintage collection, the product is the focus here. So the product, which I will share right now, takes cues from the vintage collection in a new shipper-style package. So we can deliver the troops straight to you.
Very
Again, the
Marvel
goal's on the
Legends. I
product
like.
here. But we spent a lot of time striking the right balance with this product for the packaging. For example, we showed the Hasbro logo instead of Kenner, since this isn't based on any classic Kenner form. We always try to follow that precedent, but since this is a new packaging structure, we did put the Hasbro logo on there. The illustration style, again.
In all fairness, I'd argue that the vintage collection isn't really Kenner other than packaging style. That's literally all that
it is. We
is.
added a pop of red on the pauldron that makes that squad leader stand out, since that is a unique offering within the expression. So we're
I want my army.
about this
I'm going to build an army. Don't you worry.
Troop building. But
I need at least 1 pack, just because I need to fill out the Marauder.
Fill up your shelves with even more troopers. So this item is
And
available.
I really don't want
to.
I don't want the Mandalorian troopers. I want the actual clean troopers. You know.
And it will be on shelf early in 2022. So exciting new troop building program there. Now, moving on in vintage collection, more vintage collection. Our final figure reveals for the day are all from the vintage collection mainline. Some of them have been pipeline revealed, but we are excited to show them in figure form because that's where the magic really comes to life.
Is this going to be the X-Wing that I was on about earlier?
So first up is a figure you've seen already in a
I should
slightly
hope
different
not.
form and not in a
I don't follow the Star
playing
Wars
those
stuff
clues
because I like
there.
to be surprised.
As we mentioned with that previous
So I
reveal,
hope
he
that
is
I
coming to
haven't. I hope
mainline.
this
That's
hasn't
what
been
we're showing
spoiled.
off here.
The only thing I
He
know of
checks
for
off the
certain is
box
that
for a
X-Wing.
Return of the Jedi original 96. He's finally coming to the vintage collection. It's
Emperor Palpatine. Okay.
On screen here in all of
Okay. I have my
now,
Vader.
if you
I
do
have
purchase that
Moff Gideon in the retro carded, and I have
the mainline release comes with a different head sculpt. We wanted to provide those both for the
what's his name?
And in this one, we wanted to recreate the Emperor's evil expression.
I've blanked on his name. Director Krennic, that's it. I have Director Krennic in 3 3/4 from the cheaper line.
Goods robe and a plastic hood.
Yeah, I could do an Emperor.
Around the face. Again, the design
mix it up, add a bit more leadership to my Imperial army.
Plastic hood and the soft goods robe. And one thing we do want to call out is the vintage collection number for this item. We don't always announce these because they can change and we don't want to cause any confusion, but this is a special one. The Emperor is the biggest villain in Star Wars. Very iconic figure.
Number 100?
And it's only fitting that he have vintage collection number 200.
200,
so
okay.
Marks the vintage collection
was Vader 100? I don't remember. It's been a while since I got my Vader.
Will harken back to that original
and I got my Vader on discount as well. I got him on clearance because nobody wants vintage collection Vader.
Make his entry in the line.
Everyone wants Black Series, you know?
Next, our
6
next
inch.
reveal for vintage
All the way.
mainline is another favorite from the original trilogy and another original 96
Akbar?
figure. If you got the Bespin carbon freezing chamber, which we revealed last year, you're seeing on screen
Carbonized
here,
heart?
you are going to want this next reveal because it is Lobot. Pipeline revealed a couple of months ago.
Okay.
Product revealing him now.
Cool.
So he is
cool.
obviously
We like
been revived
Lobot.
since his Kenner days.
I don't care about
long
Lobot.
deserving of an
I thought they were
update.
going to announce that they were doing
We're
a separate release of Carbonized Han for people that didn't want the
sculpt that he's ever had,
carbon
really bringing those
freezing
details to
freezing
life.
chamber.
You'll see a lot of details in his android mechanics in the back of his head, which really kind of completes that figure.
Yeah, he looks
and
neat.
Of course, you're seeing here, we had to faithfully replicate his 1970s style puffy sleeves. So he is all dudded up to go hit the town. He comes with an E11 rifle from the moment where he's handed one in the hallway. And he's, as mentioned,
Cool.
another great figure to continue building out that Bespin carbon freezing
He looks
chamber.
small though.
You're seeing the packaging here. For the packaging, again, we work to recreate that original film out as closely as possible, which we always try to do on original 96 figures. So Lobot, another exciting addition to the line.
Those
Very cool.
sleeves did it
That's
for
right.
me.
Yeah.
Bringing it back.
I was on the fence before, but the sleeves, they really sell you.
Yeah. No, now we're bringing it back. Now we're going to start seeing it.
Yep. Love it.
Well, and who doesn't love that hairline? I mean, look at that.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Perfect headline. What do you mean?
Classic look.
Aw.
Our final TVC
Beloved
product reveal
character
for the
actor, I
day,
can't remember his
and
name.
also a Return of the
I can't even
Jedi
make that
original
joke because
96
I don't
figure
remember his
from
name.
the original trilogy. Although we saw him recently looking a little bit different, it is Bib Fortuna.
Okay.
So another incredible addition to the line.
Do we have a?
This one
We
turned
must
out
have a
so
Jabba
great.
in
We worked to
vintage,
bring
right?
to life the
We
crazy
must do.
details on his face.
We have
He's
a
got
sail
these little things
barge.
hanging down from his chin.
Well, wait.
And
Okay, that was a
little
Hasbro project, I
details
know,
all
but
over
like,
his Liku, all that
surely,
stuff. So
right?
just lots of great care from the team to replicate all that stuff.
do we have a Jabba?
And everything from the sculpt
I'm actually
to the deco with
wondering.
the wash
I don't
detail
remember
to really
ever seeing
highlight
a
that
vintage
and
collection
pull
Jabba.
out all those details. The tentacles on his head, they're
We must do
flexible,
that, right?
so not super
I
flexible,
guess
so they won't fall
no.
around.
I've seen.
But
It's not even like
you can
Bib would work
pose and move 'em around.
for the end of
just
Mandalorian
really great balance on
because
everything there.
he looks
So,
different, but
long fingernails, so you get those great creepy poses
Mm,
and stuff that you've seen in some of the art and in the movies. Brought it all together with the soft goods robe and skirt to really capture the great
What is that?
detail of that. So
Oh,
you
it's
see all those
leather.
layers
It's
and
soft
stuff
goods
on that
leather.
robe.
Okay.
Just beautiful in person. So these three
Yeah,
figures are all
non.
available at most
Palpatine
major retailers,
interests me,
including
but
Hasbro Pulse in the US,
yeah,
Canada,
for the
and
most
the
part,
UK.
not really.
Available
All
for
too
pre-order. You
bothered.
guessed it, tomorrow at 1 Eastern Time, and on
That might be a
shelf
pulse
spring of
purchase. The
2022.
Palpatine.
That's awesome. If Lobot's
So-
bringing, if Lobot's bringing back those puffy sleeves,
Lobot.
Bib's bringing back those long fingernails. We're gonna see those sweeping the.
Yeah, we're
sweeping the
gonna have puffy
nation.
sleeves, long fingernails,
Maybe.
lightning fingers. Yeah, all the
See you
works.
show up at work, Patrick, with long
There you go,
fingernails.
exactly.
Gonna
And
be
we know
so
that.
dumb. It's gonna be so dumb. If that actually happened, oh wow.
We said those TVC reveals were our final figure product reveals, and that was true. But we do have one final product reveal for the day. It's just not a figure. It's in our Force Effects Elite line. So we'll take a look
Lightsaber?
here.
I don't know what
As you
Force
know,
Effects
the Force Effects Elite lines
Elite
are
actually is.
premium roleplay lightsabers. So
Oh, it is
packed with
lightsabers. Yeah.
features to really make
Force
them
Effects.
as
I know.
realistic and
I
authentic
don't know
as we
Force
can.
Effects Elite. So I was like, is it lightsabers?
We saw
Okay.
this saber a couple years ago and knew it was going to make it to the line eventually. And so
Dark saber?
for our first Force Effects Elite line, this is the first time we've done this blade color, and it's got some great new
Dark
features.
saber?
It's the Rey Skywalker
Oh, no.
lightsaber from Rise of Skywalker.
No, bad.
So, all right, and I've
Leia
got
should
one
have
of them
had the
in
yellow
hand,
saber.
So let's take a look. This thing is
It's a terrible
fantastic.
hilt as well.
So all these great details.
It's not a good design.
And fabric wrap.
They've done a great job of it, but it's
And
not a
one of
good
my
design.
favorite
Like
things is that we
the
did this
oh, it has the
rotating
rotation.
switch here for
That's
the,
actually pretty neat, you
the
know.
Ignite feature, but fabric wrap just
Yeah,
does
no, the sequel's
all
ruined
this great
lightsaber design.
wears in over time, so it's nice and clean. Here, I'll grab another one. This one's
The
got
hilt
the blade on
is
it.
nonsense. The
But you can see here, if you watch close inside
this
these little
design
holes, you'll
for a
see the blade
lightsaber is
ignite when I
ridiculous.
rotate this.
Don't get me started
Oh,
on
wow.
Dark
So you
Ray's
get a great
lightsaber
little flash of the green and blue, just like in the show.
Yeah.
in the
I
show.
love the yellow on that.
In the
It
show.
looks
In the show.
so good.
What show?
It does. The yellow
Am I
is
going
great.
mad?
It's kind of like,
Is the
really deep golden orange yellow.
there's a lot of
and then I'll do
resistance,
this
right?
again,
I'm
but
not
if you
going
look
mad.
inside these holes here on the neck, you'll see a little flash of blue and green,
Oh, wow.
which is super accurate and timed out to the movie.
There we
So,
go. He's
just
corrected
great
himself. I was
details
gonna
like
say,
that.
I'm sure the
The
Ray isn't in
sounds
the
in here
show.
were all created for the movie. They weren't all used in the movie, but they were created for it. So this is a great chance to really hear all those sounds created for that.
Well, yeah, because we
really get
saw
the
the
full
lightsaber for about
experience,
5
The
seconds.
secondary
Right to the
activation
end when
button
she
for all those
stole
great
the
other
Skywalker
features, the
legacy.
wall cut and stuff, that's all in here. The blaster deflect, everything that we've done on previous ones. If I take the
It looks so-
emitter end off of this thing, so
I
you
know
see
the point
pedals
is that
here
it's supposed to be
all
like
folded flat.
scavenged and homemade and stuff,
Take
but
it
it just
off of this one.
I don't know. It
So
doesn't
I've got
look.
this part now.
It's
I
not a
take
good
it,
lightsaber
I
design.
go to put it over the blade. You can see those pop open.
That is a neat
and you
feature
slide
though
that
for
down
the
on, so
for
then
that.
you've got the open pedals on the one with the blade in it. So get some great articulation
that's
out of
pretty
those
neat.
things, like folding back. Nice clicks into place. Just beautiful stuff. So
It's just I still
really
think it's a
great
terrible design
things,
though.
like the
Is it
lettering
like?
on the
And it's not
on the
Hasbro's fault.
fabric,
It's
some printed
I
on
guess
stuff, but
Lucasfilm's,
then it's
Disney's.
also designed so that with these
I don't know.
raw edges of the fabric, it'll wear in over time. So the more you hold it and more you interact with it, like this one that I've got here is a great example
It's
where
really worn out.
I've just been
Great.
playing with this one a bunch, so these edges have started to fray a little bit more and look even
Having
more
fabric
like
on a
the
hilt, like
the
it's just
prop. So
there's
just
so much wrong with this
beautiful, fun
lightsaber
stuff
design.
there.
I'm sorry, like I'm even
One
someone
of my
I literally
favorites that we've ever
looking
done.
over my shoulder. I
Just a
literally
great piece.
have a Kylo Ren lightsaber from
Other things are, yeah.
which one is it? It's the Blade
our-
Builders, I think.
The packaging for
Which
this
is like the
kind of
main
follows
line
the
that I've
same
bought
style as
lightsabers
we
from
have for
because
previous FX
the
Elite
customized one I like
lightsabers.
that. And
You
they also
see
had a
that,
lot
like,
of
great
Rebels
new yellow
lightsabers,
colors
which
there,
is my bread and butter, honestly.
all that. So just
But yeah,
super excited about this one, and between the sounds and all the
what
features.
is the difference between Force
Switch
Effects and Force
activation
Effects Elite?
stuff,
Because I know
all
Force
that's
Effects
just really great.
Force Effects regular is a thing.
This one available at most major retailers, including
Is it
Hasbro
the Force
Pulse,
Effects you have to have the blade
in
in
the
all times,
US,
and Force Effects
Canada,
Elite
UK,
are a bit more
available for
accurate and
pre-order
can be used
tomorrow
as
at
just a
1
hilt?
Eastern time and on shelf spring of 2022.
And Chris, I'm seeing is that this is the first time we have Rey Skywalker on package, right? Spoiler alert. Right? I think this is the first item that we've had Rey Skywalker on package for, which is really cool.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, very
She
cool.
stole the name. She's a
It's a great
Palpatine.
new addition to the line.
We
well,
Disney
that is it for
seriously
product
let
reveals.
a
What we shared on
Palpatine
our
steal
last
the
live stream as
Skywalker
pipeline
name.
reveals would be a regular
I'm sorry. I'm not
segment
gonna. I'm not gonna
prequel
rant
we
about
love.
the
This
sequels.
provides a look
You know,
further down the
this is about
pipeline.
toys. I know.
You know, as always, we don't have product to reveal, so the official product reveal and pre-order will be at a future event. But we do want to reveal some more of the characters that we're doing across all segments. And Jing's gonna
Give
kick
me
us
a
off.
retro Jar
I'll
Jar.
start off with Black Series.
I think a
and so
retro
our
Jar
next
does
pipeline
exist,
reveal
but
is the
still.
next wave of Archive.
Ooh,
We know these aren't
like
new
Archive.
figures, but
Archive's
these are
always
some
good.
of our most popular figures in the history of the line, so we had to
Oh,
bring them back.
Did we get Scout
Again, we
Trooper
want to
yet?
provide, like
I've been
Patrick
waiting
said,
on
some more
on a
visibility
Scout
to you
Trooper,
guys,
and
so
I haven't
we're
seen one.
excited to share our next wave of the Archive collection.
Please.
Our first member of this wave hasn't been in the line as a single figure in over 6 years. And as
Ooh.
mentioned earlier in this live stream,
That could be
he's one of the
that
biggest
could be a
villains
Scout
in
Trooper.
all of Star Wars. It's Emperor Palpatine.
No, wait, what? No, we've seen the
Excited
deluxe.
to get him
Am
back
I?
into the line. We'll make sure to incorporate
Does that not
some
count
of
as
the
a
updates
single
we saw
release?
in 2019. Second, also from Return of the Jedi, but from an earlier act, it's Lando Calrissian Skiffguard.
Oh, nice one.
Third, up next, it's been a long time since this version of the character has been in the line, over 4 years. From earlier in the original trilogy, it's A New Hope C-3PO.
Are they gonna fix the height?
And our final
Because he's
Archive
been way
pipeline
too short for
reveal
way
is
too
from
long,
the
and I've had
Empire
enough of it.
Strikes Back
even
Bounty
in like
Hunter
even in
lineup,
the
really
3/4
popular with
age,
the
he's
fans.
so
We've brought
small.
them all
He's
back
so
into the line,
small.
except this one. It's Dengar.
That's awesome. It's
Yeah,
great to see those.
it's good to see
kind of the
Dengar
original
back.
Trilogy represented there. Still such a vibrant part. The
And
main
I
part of
want
the
I
starting
want
point
prequel
of
figures.
Dog
Can we
stuff.
please have prequel
Some great
figures?
Archive pipeline reveals.
I want prequel figures that
that's
aren't
it for our Black
clones.
Series
Like as much as I
pipeline
love
reveals.
Clone Wars
Again,
and
it's a
Rebels
regular
and Bad
segment.
Batch,
You know,
just
we're
give
gonna
me
be doing,
give
you
me
know, a
Clone
little bit
Wars
of these
characters.
at a
Not
time.
Clone Wars characters.
So let's take
Give
a
me
look now into the
prequels
pipeline
characters
for
from
the
episode
vintage
1, please.
collection. Now,
Please,
our
I
first two
beg.
pipeline reveals are repacks, but they're figures we're excited to get back into the line. And again, we want to provide that.
Give me a
visibility into the
Watambor.
pipeline.
Screw it. Give me a
So up
Watambor for
first is
episode 2.
everyone's favorite Jedi Master, of course.
Hell
it's
yeah, we got Yoda. Cool.
Key character to get back into the line.
Good.
Excited to
Cool.
show him as a pipeline
Grand.
reveal.
We love it.
Up next for vintage, another repack, but an important one. We talked about troopers earlier.
Oh.
These are some of
Oh.
the most elite troopers out there.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
the
no,
Clone
sure, yeah,
Trooper,
501st.
501st Legion,
I'll get
501st
I'll
Clone
get an
Trooper.
army
So
of
another
501st.
character
I'm
excited to get
yes,
back into the line.
yes.
And
501st
our
is the
final
only
two
clone
vintage
legion I
pipeline
actually
reveals
care
will be
about
new
enough about
entries to the
to
line.
army build.
So not
So I'll
just
happily get
repacks.
501st.
Up first,
Or
we've got
332nd.
another
I'll
great
get
trooper
332nd
from the
as well.
Clone Wars, but not a clone trooper. It's the Mandalorian Death Watch Airborne Trooper. Long name, but a great
Tempting.
figure there.
I don't currently have.
And finally,
Do I?
our final
No, I
pipeline
don't
reveal for
currently
the
have a
vintage
Darth Maul,
collection.
so
There's
it's not
no introduction needed
that
for
valuable
this
to me.
guy.
But
It's Figrin Dan. We have
Oh
heard
my
the request for background aliens, especially from the iconic Cantina scene.
We got the
We're
Cantina
excited for
band.
him to join the line. So some great new additions for the vintage
Oh, I love
collection.
that. We love that. That's
So
also
one
not
final
Figrin Dan.
pipeline
That's
reveal
not the
from our
correct one
Force
that they're
FX
showing.
Elite line.
Figrin Dan has the other
We showed the Rey Skywalker lightsaber,
blow instrument,
and we're excited to see that hit the shelves.
the flute-looking
But we
thing.
wanted to share a look
It's
down the pipe
here's
to
the
our
flute-looking
next
thing.
Force FX Elite item, and that one is from the Rise of Skywalker. Showed us some fantastic new lightsaber designs, and for this one,
It should have been
it's
yellow.
Leia Organa's lightsaber.
I
This
don't want
thing
to
is
bring this up
beautiful,
again,
so
but
can't wait
why
for that.
wasn't Leia's lightsaber yellow?
Okay. So that's it for pipeline reveals. Again, this is a look further down the pipeline, so we wouldn't expect these items to be out until next year, you know, in some cases closer to the middle of the year. So we're getting into 2022 at this point. If you are excited for those selects, get excited for the product reveal and pre-order later this year.
The 501st is going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to that.
2022. And we're going to continue sharing these pipeline reveals. Again, regular segment, a little bit at a time. Now, before we go, we've got so much news.
What else have we got?
To share an update on our HasLab Razor Crest. So first, an update on shipping. When we launched the campaign almost a year ago now, it's crazy.
I can't remember. I wasn't really following this. Was this 3 3/4 inch or was this 6 inch
scale? Due to
scale?
the large number of backers, obviously, I think around 29,000, there's been a slight update to this shipping info. We now expect all fans to get their Razor Crest by early in 2022 in January.
That's good.
So a
it's
little
good for the
bit
people that ordered it.
there by about a month or
it wasn't
so.
something that interested me at all.
Overwhelming number of,
for the most part, HasLabs have just not. Star Wars HasLabs specifically, they're just not for me. They're not meant for me. Like I'm not the kind of collector they aim for, but
what we're tracking to. So that's
yeah,
the update on shipping.
cool to have updates on that.
So that's when you're gonna get them, but something fun now, a much more interesting update for you guys is the packaging. So love to share this with you. So in our last live stream, we shared the
it's 3 3/4.
video
Okay.
from the photo shoot where you saw us working on this, but the teams had a chance to take those photos and really go through and work to produce the packaging. So you're seeing some shots here of it. Just I love this thing on so many levels. Like
it's cool.
It's it just excites me. Just
it's got nothing on the Marvel Legends Sentinel packaging. Just saying,
the model
but,
arrived right as we were starting to shoot, so it was super fast paced that morning. We were running around trying to get everything right. It ended up being a 2-day photo shoot.
Mando,
just to get all the
Grogu,
scenes
and
all the shots we needed.
Jawa?
You can see we tied it closely to the style of the barge, which referenced all the classic Kenner stuff.
IG-11,
so
the Mando one.
Great line art on the back and sides there, and the look of kind of that applied label on the originals, but here it's obviously printed. Much better quality, so just beautiful stuff. You can see the shots.
I will
here,
admit,
just how much
my Marauder, my Imperial Transport is one of the few boxes that I keep.
The shot that's actually
I love the Kenner retro style boxes for vehicles specifically. I think I also have.
Shows
do I have the Stormtrooper? I think I have the retro collection Stormtrooper packaging still, and I think I have. I have the packaging for a different one as well. I'm looking over to see if I can see it.
Like holding panels, carrying panels of the ship off. There's even one in the cockpit, so if you look close in the
I'm
shot,
not sure.
you'll see a little
I can see I've got
in the cockpit.
I can actually see Marvel Legend packaging. I'll be honest.
Just an amazing.
I swear I have another Star Wars thing.
This thing is exceeding.
I might be wrong. I definitely have the Imperial Transport, the Marauder box.
So really excited, all those details in there. This thing is
great
and just beautiful.
The Marauder is like the main, it's the centerpiece of my entire like 3 3/4 Star Wars collection.
So, yeah, I'll be watching the shipping notices. Excited to get that one in hand.
No,
all right.
I'm happy for the people that like wanted the Razor Crest and stuff. It's good that they're getting it finally.
We revealed the vintage collection IG-11 Lando Calrissian in his classic look and Tebow. You're seeing them on the screen here. At the time, they didn't go on pre-order, and that's because we heard an ask from you guys, from the fan community, to wait until we can pre-order an entire case. And the final item in that case was the Vintage Emperor that was revealed earlier in the stream. So we're going to try this out and see how it goes. We're not necessarily going to do this all the time, but we're going to see what happens when we pre-order an entire
Tebow's
case.
Cool.
So this entire case pack, including IG-11, Lando and Tebow, and the Emperor, will go on pre-order tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. It's all these items, as we said, for the Emperor, are available at most major retailers, including Hasbro Pulse.
Pulse is definitely the best way to do it.
UK. So if you've been waiting for any of those items, tomorrow's the day. And one final
That'll be
update to the
that'll be
vintage
good.
Antok Merrick X-Wing. This is another
Yep.
pre-order update.
This is the X-Wing I was on about. Do not care in the slightest because I do not collect Rebellion, but I mean,
it also did not go on
other than I have like a million Chewbaccas, but like,
so again, to ensure
he's an exception.
better
He's
pre-order
allowed.
experience for you, this item just isn't going to go on pre-order. It should be on shelves just the way we've always done it, shortly at a Target in the U.S. near you, or whatever retailers we announced at the time when we revealed it. So this one going straight to shelves. You will see it soon.
I don't like that. I prefer pre-orders with Hasbro stuff because it's very difficult to get.
Far. We've got a lot planned for this
I don't like the idea of not being able to pre-order something. No, I don't care about that. So
more reveals later this month, and then of course we cannot wait for PulseCon 2021 in October. That's going to be amazing. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Hasbro Pulse YouTube page for more Fan First Friday and other great content. And fans, as always,
I like how they still call them Fun First Fridays, even though I don't think there's been a Friday one in a long time.
See you, everybody.
Well, there we go. Some interesting reveals, some nice pipeline stuff. I'm probably going to be ordering a few things tomorrow, but yeah, that was good. That was pretty good. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll subscribe, all that jazz, and yeah, I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.